offer, Dweller, I will answer.
This is where we eat.
I see.
Shathan, it's good to see you again.
My child wished to show me where she now lived.
I made food. Here, this cup. Made it myself.
You remembered the recipe on your own?
You've been hammering it into me for 20 years.
It could use more ginger.
Whatever the Qun demands.
Evitash has never been interested in Kunari traditions before now.
Well, she is now.
Is this your influence? Or that of the followers of the Qun?
The followers of the Qun?
Have they asked you to soften her to the Qun? Do they want to lure her back?
Neither. Thank you for asking.
Then why have you pushed her to this?
Tosh chose all this for you, and you still can't unclench enough to offer a little support.
I do not need your manipulation to show affection to my child.
But what do you need? Give me a hint. Because right now, nothing Tosh does is good enough.
Is that how it appears to you?
Yes.
I was never taught how to be a mother. Under the Qun, children are raised by those suited to such pursuits. I trained as a scholar. I was taught to think critically, to analyze without passion, and correct mistakes. You need not tell me that I am an inadequate mother. I am aware.
Then why did you leave?
When I see my child in danger, I act.
Here's the ginger.
Thank you.
So, I'm non-binary.
What does that mean?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
If this is because I have criticized your dress or your manners...
It isn't!
Under the Qun, the term for one whose gender does not match the one given to them at birth was a Qunathlok. Perhaps you are like that.
Why do you have to keep picking at it? Why can't you just be happy for me?
Evitash, Chakra Toebra.
So I'm supposed to struggle with who I am? Even if I don't feel like I fit, even if I feel wrong?
No, you misunderstood.
Then say it better! Why am I never enough for you?
I will go. Thank you for inviting me to your home. Panahedan.
Tosh, I'm so sorry.
No. It's okay.
Tosh.
I'm not hiding anymore. How she takes it is her problem.
You sure?
Yeah. Come on. Don't let food go to waste.
Supper in Docktown?
You actually taking a break?
I've got leads to chase on Alia and Docktown's missing people. A few sources will only talk if I'm alone. But if you're around after, you help me uncover all this. Supper's on me.
Sure. Count me in.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle, nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you. What did you hear?
Enough to get a powerful but properly contained tingle.
That isn't, I mean, I'm not, Oh, you're joking, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Nev found me more serials. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethrist, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me. Something to focus on besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting. It helps for inspiration.
Interesting is certainly a word we could use.
But it works. You're fighting ancient gods and everything. And you know the rest. It's impressive. What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together. You're a good person. Really.
Just don't tell anyone. I've got a reputation to uphold.
Right. Your secret's safe with me. But I'm probably not the only one, you know, who notices. People look up to you. And more are going to when this is over. Anyways, thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
Careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age. And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook, just in time.
The two of you together. This looks like trouble.
The beginnings of it, we hope.
That piece of cloth I tore off the Gloom Howler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloom Howler is.
Rather, discern its nature.
How?
By setting it on fire?
Patience. To discern, one must sometimes destroy. Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always a monster. And something else. Deathsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word for covenant, like a promise or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
It was a warden.
The Gloomhowler was an elf. How does that work?
Blood never lies.
Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmerich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
thanks again for talking to me. Being non-binary feels good. And so does being more Canary. Feels better as a choice than a chore.
Has anyone been held accountable for the damage? I hear the man's name was kill them where they stand!
Got us in the distance!
We're at range!
Got us from a distance!
Just say when. They're down.
Well, I'm late. Tried grabbing something from Hal's on the way, but the fish fry's not running. So much for supper.
What have you been doing?
Chasing leads. On Alias Venatori, Darktown's missing people, and anything that might come close.
Find anything?
Plenty. Something I can use is another story. So here we are. I'm out of leads, and you're at that supper I promised.
Don't worry about it. And this case? Well, we'll get through it eventually.
Yeah. I could use a walk. And some rocks. You up for it?
Rocks?
Yeah. So, rocks. Look for good ones.
You were serious about this?
You'll see why.
Why are we doing doing this?
You know what they say, leave no stone unturned.
Really?
No.
You know, when I say we'll get through, I believe it.
I know you do.
You don't believe me?
I'm skeptical on a good day, and lately...
I understand.
Leaving me alone with my thoughts? All right, time to put these rocks to use. Come on.
How are we doing?
With the rocks or in general?
Let's stick with the rocks.
In that case, so far so good.
A win for us.
I guess it is.
Liope, you still going?
Cassis doesn't have anyone else.
Flyers won't do much.
I don't have a lot to work with.
Over here. I'll take you to my usual spot.
Fancy.
Isn't it?
Is this what you do when you're out of Leeds?
I'd look over my notes, but I've got them by heart. I just need to clear my head.
You ever figure out how? Let me know.
Sure thing. You can't count on a lot here. When I started, I wasn't going to save Minrathus, never mind Thedas. But if I could take a job and follow through, well, maybe people could count on me. But at the end of the day, what have I done? What sticks? Venatori everywhere, Aelia waltzing back into town. I'm fighting, Rook. Sometimes it feels as though the city itself stabs me in the back.
Let it try. We're still stopping Aelia.
Getting mixed up in my problems, it's not the smart play. Rana's partner, Brahm. Where did it leave him? Where does it leave you?
You don't scare me, Nev Gallus.
Should have known. She was there. We didn't see her.
This worked?
Maybe. Come on. Willing to chase a long shot? We need to get to the spillway.
You've got something on Aelia?
She was there. We just didn't see her.
At the spillway?
At the relic deal. When Aelia controlled Damas, she mentioned Bataris and the stolen relic. Why bring that up? Why would she care?
You think she was involved?
Or one of her puppets. She's been careful, but there may be something to pick up at the site. A witness. Anything. We can get to the site from here, up and across that building.
So we're returning to the scene of the crime, where we fought Bataris?
It's just a hunch, but it's the best I've got.
Let's check it out. What's the plan?
Bataris had a red lyrium relic. Those don't play nice with the Veil. The Viper left me a piece of one. Remnants fade with time, but if we got here soon enough...
Remnants. We've got them.
Fainter than the ones we found before, but I'll see what I can draw out. Let's take a look. Sure thing. Echoes of greed, pride, our Venatori, Bataris. You got it. The thread smuggler. But this feels scrambled. Two people's thoughts in one source. She wasn't a traitor. She was a puppet. Aelia moving goods to her followers. Look there. There's more. By the waterfall. We're close to something. I can feel it.
Skipping stones really worked.
I guess some of my plans pan out. Here goes nothing. This one's afraid. A witness? Someone else showed up too, after we left. If I can pull out more of an echo, a memory.
So Nev Gallus is back. Tell me what you saw.
Nothing, I swear.
Aelia.
No. In my head. Stay out!
A bystander. They must have seen the fight.
Then Aelia showed up.
Tell me, would you see this city rise? Be a thrall in service to its glorious rebirth?
Thrall? No,
Silence! Your will
belongs to the Venatori.
I'm so sorry.
The risen god will unlock my true power. He's given me Vena Vitalis. We start here.
What's Vena Vitalis?
A rumor, an old Tevinter ritual to increase blood magic. Fake accounts appear on the black market. The real records were burned by magisters. It scared them. But if Aelia follows Elganon, if he could give her the trick, the Venatori are in power, but Aelia wants total control.
A blood ritual. Then the missing people... It's a lead.
But where? When? Who else does Aelia break before I track her down?
Nev?
This place means something to me. But what am I to it if I can't...
Minrath has failed before, not you. This time we stop Aelia for good. Venatori who threatened Docktown, they've got Nev Gallus to fear.
She won't make it easy.
People's lives are at stake.
Aren't they always? I'm a sucker, Rook. Getting caught up in all this. Bad habit.
Then it sounds like nothing changed.
Is that pep talk?
It's a fact. I was going for simple. Next up, we find Aelia.
Right.
And after that, we kick her ass.